Welcome, beautiful light beings, beings of light, birthers of light, transmitters of light, emanators of light, light workers, light bringers, light birthers. Oh, there's a lot happening. How are you all doing? We're emerging more and more of who we truly are. We are being and birthing more of our light into form, and all of this solar activity has been assisting us in this process. And let's see what wants to come through for us all today, yeah? There's a lot of light codes streaming in, and my system has been doing deep integration of all of these energies. It's been a lot. So I want to bring something through for you all today, if you're open to receiving this, that could support you through this process of integration, of birthing who you came here to be in the world more fully, for liberation. So we're going to bring through a light code transmission for you today. I was really resistant to this, I have to be honest with you. I was like, what? You want me to bring through a transmission today? I'm going through my own process. I'm integrating. I've had to do so much grounding. I'm going through so much deep healing still. And really, I have to bring through a light code transmission. And the team were like, yeah, you've got to bring it. That's why you're a light worker. You're not here to just, you're here to bring light to the dark. You're here to bring light when it's needed, for where it's needed. You are capable. You are here for this. This is your job. Get on with it. So that's what I'm doing. But I have to tell you that this has been a really challenging few days for me. And I assume that some of you will be going through challenges as well. And what I'm learning is through these challenges that our sometimes we're birthing our greatest gifts through deep challenge. Some people are here to evolve and grow and expand through joy and tranquility and peace, and that's lovely. And some of us choose a more challenging path that is involves a lot more deep work. If you're here as a light worker, and you're a priestess or a healer, all of these things, sometimes you might have to excavate some really deep, dark stuff and heal some wounds. And I know I'm here to heal my ancestral lines and to really heal on really deep levels across lots of lifetimes and lots of other lifetime traumas coming up that I'm going through. As you know, if you follow my videos, massive transitions in my life. Really keep letting go of the old to birth more of the new, and there's parts of me that has been still gripping onto the old, gripping onto the familiar. There's parts of me that's still terrified of walking this path of mystery into the unknown. And I'm doing all the work that I bring through in my transmissions. Everything I share with you is what I'm going through. I'm quite honest. If you watch my videos, if you're new and you haven't, and you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I'm just here to bring through light code transmissions that would most assist and serve you and benefit you in the highest, best way at this time. That's my calling, my mission, my gifting. And I share authentically from my heart because, those who are going through this rough roller coaster ride with me, I want you to know you're not alone. And when things aren't going necessarily how you want or to plan, or you're going through even deeper levels of healing, it does not mean anything's going wrong, that you're not going fast enough, you're not there yet. It's just we all go through cycles of healing and transformation. And this is quite a big year, I feel, for this. With all the astrology and all the solar activity, this is pushing a lot of us, really pushing a lot of us into massive new territory, into massive expansion. And it is uncomfortable sometimes. And I've spoken to some of you have reached out to me about how challenging it's been with this solar activity, and I feel you, I hear you. And sometimes we are called to go to even deeper depths and bring our light there, yeah, and to really, the breaking free of these perceived constraints and limitations and these old karmic cycles and patterns is so strong right now. But it's all really it's like pushing us to our into this fuller self-expression. And it can feel deeply challenging and uncomfortable physically. I certainly feel this physically, as a starseed, this embodiment process, because really this is an embodiment, integration, crystallization process of really really it's quite tantric, isn't it? It's that merging of the soul, whole soul with the physical body, the physical vessel, to be in union. And birthing angelic consciousness, birthing our starseed consciousness here. And what I was feeling throughout the solar activity was like us light workers are like massive antennae. We've got these huge antennae to receive these light codes and all the information that's coming, so we can be conduits for the light, so we can bring that through our systems and let it ripple out to those who are here to receive our light. This is kind of the light work, being the lighthouse, isn't it? It's not just having a real comfortable life and everything being rosy all the time. And I've had to meet a lot of dark energies this week as well. I'm doing a lot of light warrior work. That's part of what I do. And so a lot of work in the middle of the night, or just in the daytime, I'll be suddenly, okay, I'm called to be doing some work for the collective here, and really having to draw upon massive levels of boldness and courage and be in my divine authority, knowing that I'm a sovereign free being of light, and working that and being in that power, standing in that power. And sometimes that can be really uncomfortable if you, well, this is for me, like, I'm really empathic, I'm really sensitive. I've always been that kind of gentle, sensitive soul who feels everything really deeply. And through my awakening process, I've been called into being a warrior, into being bold and strong and courageous, and all these qualities that are breaking me out of that mold of being not a nice girl, a good girl, and being all, pleasing, and what we perceive as the real feminine energy, and what we perceive as the real masculine energy. I'm really going through that massive integration of masculine healing, divine feminine healing, divine union, and there's so much breaking down and breaking through of old identities around that, old perceptions of what that means, even what those identities even mean, cultural expectations, and our ancestral programming. I mean, all the stuff. And so it can really rattle you, let's shake you up, and to really kind of question who you are. Who are you really being called to be? Who are you really being called into be? If you are beyond all of that we're breaking down, can you be that really now, and step even more into that power, step even more into your gifts? And what I was going to say is these kind of witchy gifts that I've got, these out there witchy gifts, how can I bring them even more? Because that is my gifting. I have to own them, and say, this is who I came to be. It doesn't fit in with what a lot of people know me to be in my life. And that can be, like, oh. But, you can't deny your soul calling. You can't deny your soul mission. And it is a mystery. It can be challenging. But once we can keep coming back to the remembrance of ourselves as vast cosmic intelligence, having this focused experience as a facet of that, through this finite experience as a human being body in this earthly plane at this time, it puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? And we come from that place and realize everything is temporary, everything's always changing. We chose to be here. We are the wholeness of source always. There's nowhere the source is not. And so keep coming back to that perspective really helps through these really deeply challenging times that you cannot rationalize, times that you cannot mentally understand. My mind, I've got a really active mind, and my mind will just be racing all the time, trying to find context for what I'm experiencing, trying to have reasoning, trying to work it all out. And I'm having to surrender so much of that, and keep coming back to my heart, keep coming back to, I can't control all of this. This is all happening for me and through me, and I've got to trust the process. So I hope some of what I've just said supports some of you as well. And let's see what wants to come through about this that's even more than what I've said, because I feel that something else wants to come through. So let's see. I invite you to tune into your heart, your body, if you're ready to receive this light language, light code transmission. If you feel a ping, yes, great. If you don't worry about it. It's cool. And just take time out and come back to this later if now's not the right time, if you don't have privacy and time to just really tune in. I'd invite you to come back later when you can, just because it's more effective, it'll help you more. This is not something you can multitask with. So I want to bring through something that would be really supportive for all of you at this time, for what's happening, beyond what even I can imagine or what even I'm talking about, that is for the highest good of those who are watching, that would really benefit you right now. So I invite you to settle into your heart, for your feet on the ground. Keep grounding, grounding, grounding. I've been going through a massive heart opening through these solar activities, which I've been talking about. And I'm certainly feeling more come through my heart space. Which is where I'm going now. So I invite you to just settle and receive, if this feels good to you, to receive what transmission wants to come through. Your higher self will guide the process for what is most important and pertinent for you at this time. Yakanoya nishaha, wakano, 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 akatagrashiniha, doya nikashiniha, doya nishaniaha, doya nishaniaha. Dogranakashan no grahanakashitranakata kata 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 kata. Tegranakatokashirikashan koshirikanakatokashin yakurushan nakotokashin nikatorshini yakotokashin koshirikan koshirikatokashin nakotohatakashin yaha. Akotokashin yahatokashirikan nakatakashin noya, atakotokashin yaha. I'm feeling like I'm hearing like new waves of birthing through us, or bursting through us, like this big wave of something new coming through. Something's been unlocked and we're coming into really even more of this, who we came here to be, and it's big. There's some real unlocking here. Akanisha wakano 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 akanisha wakano 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 tekano kotakashana katokashana 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 takrosha katakato tekashana hotokashana noya nakrahanagasha yakotokashana katokashana 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 kotakashana crown yakotokashana katokashana 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 yakotokashana yakotokashana katokashana. It's to do with the divine feminine energies. Being liberated, which of course exist within both of us. I'm seeing lots of seeds like sprouting out the soil that are these new cosmics, the seeds within us that we came here to birth. Oh, that's interesting. Now I'm seeing like trees covered in these vines, and the vines that have been smothering the tree are coming off. Doyan nakaranakatokashania hotokarankashanoya yakotokashadikaranakatokashaniaha wakatokashadikaranakatakatokotokashaniakatakotokarashaniaha Shayanakotoriana Shayanakotoriana Shayanakotoriana. This is particularly like this feminine expression. Yana Shayo Yana Shayo Yana Shayo Yana Shayo Yana Shayo Yanasheyo, Yanasheyo, Yanasheyo. Okay, so there's a bit of a clearing going here in the sacral of these blocks to this feminine power and feminine expression, divine feminine. You know, remember, this is not about what gender you are, how you identify. It's not about that. It's these massive, all these seeds that have been dormant are coming to life. And it is a mystery. It's like these mystery seeds that you just, you know, when you're planting seeds, you go, oh, I can't remember what that seed is. And so you don't, not really sure how it's going to express and what plant it's going to turn into. So I'm just clearing something around the sacral about this. Tikaranakat it's time to wake up. Yeah, so I'm clearing quite a lot of dense energy from this area. Yanoshwa, Yanoshwa, Yanoshwa. Yanoshwa, Yanoshwa, Wakano, 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 Otakashenakatokashin, Nakaroshanakatoshitakatakatokashin, Nakaranakashwat, Shanakatanakashin, Yakotorhanashea, Akotakatakatakatokatakatakashinia, ha, Tokranakashe, Tokranashe, Yakronakatakaroshwat, Anu, 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 Ikatakashotokoshetan, Nakarashanakoroshatakanakatokashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashetakashe. So yeah, okay, so I wasn't expecting a clearing today, but we're needing a bit clearing out from that sacral area of some old darker energies. So it's a bit of a liberation. Ya na 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 wa te kare shene ka to shire ka na ka to kishine ka to ka shine wa na 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 no ya na shani ya na 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 wa ya ko to shire ka na ka to shire ka na ka to shire ka na ka to shire na 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 ya ko to shire ka na ka to shire ka na ka to shire to ka to ka to ka shine ko to hat ano 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 atto ka hanne ka shit ka hanno ko to she wa ka ta ka na ko to shire ka na ka to sha Wakatoka shetika nakatoka nukotoka shikan nakotoka shetika nakotoka toka nukotoka Wani she wakanisha hakotora nekeshiniha toyanna katokra nekeshiniha tuanna katoko takashiniha Wakatora shenikara nakatako shetika shetakorna okotor shetika hanasha Wakator shenikotor shenikotor shenakotor hatakeshe yakatokotor shedikeshe Sheyana kotoriana sheyana kotoriana sheyana kotoriana Tukra nakataka shat nakataka shit korsha nakarosha nakataka nakataka shit kishan no korosha nakataka tu no 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 ekataka shat korsha kan no korosha nakataka nakataka shit kan akataka shit kan nakataka shit kan no korosha shit kan nakataka shit an no korhat sheyana kotoriana 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 akot kara hitekara nakataka shwat kara nakishi nyakotra hatakishi Trust in the wisdom of your hearts. It's all within. Our hearts are opening more to receive the divine wisdom within. Wana sheyo, wana sheyo, wana sheyo, wakanisha, wakanisha, wakanisha. Doyan negarana kashin yakat honoria heshe. Kini kotorashin, 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 Toyan nakarana katoshia de karana katoshia de katana kotoshia kana kotosha de katakana kotoshia katana katasha yakorosha de katana katoshia de karosha de katoshia de katakato de korosha de katana katoshia na korosha yakatosha de kotosha de korosha kana korosha de katokoto enike de heshe Oh anna katasha na kotosha de katana kotosha nikara na kashe yano 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 te anna kanota katakasha ni kotosha na karana kotosha de karosha de kotosha de katana katakashwa noa Yakatakarswat and Nukrashet and Katakatswat to Katakas no Korshet Graneshe, Yan no Katakashiniha, Wakatakashanikaroshwat and Nakato to Kashetikashe. She and Kotoriana, a Kotorshanika and Nakatakoshwat or Hetikashe. The Anakorana Katakashatakoshetik and Nakotoshetik and Nakotoshetik and Nakotoshetik and Nakashe. I'm seeing like a dove being set free. You know, a dove being released. Wakano, 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 wakateke shiniaha, do shinikana kataka shotaka shinakoto shinikana kataka shinia. Yana the katoko shinikoto shinikana kataka shotaka shinikana kataka shinikatokana kataka shiniha. It's vital that the feminine, the divine feminine speaks her truth now. The time of being afraid is over. Yano shwaniaha. Yano korana kataka shotaka shinakoto shinikana kataka shiniha. Yano shwaniaha, yano shwaniaha, yano shwaniaha. Now I'm feeling like a real fire within. Fire within our hearts, within our wombs. Tianna katakatosha de karshana kotokoshin de karshana kotokoshin kanna koshada kanna katokoshi de kashina kotokotini katoti karana katokoshi de katatoshi de karana kotokoshina yakatakashotwashi de kanna kotokoshi kanna koshada karana kashana. Yakatakashino yanna karana katakashini ha. Yano kotokatakashini ha. Shayana kotoriana, shayana kotoriana, shayana kotoriana, shayana kotoriana. Yana shayo. Yanasheo, 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 Yanasheo. So I'm just hearing like a lot of us are the freedom fighters, right? But that doesn't mean sort of an aggressive oppositional way. I think it's just standing with sort of fierce compassion for what we believe in, for love. Being on, a lot of us are on the front lines doing this light work, assisting in liberation. That's certainly part of my path. So if any of you are calling into that and you're feeling sort of a bit afraid of that, the time is now for this calling. The feminine, the fierce feminine, the one who's breaking free of all those constraints of fitting in and dimming and being too nice. It doesn't mean you can't be nice, but you know what I mean. I hope you do know what I mean. See if anything else wants to be shared about this. I wasn't kind of expecting this. Like I said to you, I go through my healing process and then my team are like, "Well, you're needed today, your light codes are needed." I'm like, okay. This is what I'm a living example of this. I'm going through my massive healing and bringing my gifts to the world and bringing these light codes for liberation, and it's not always comfortable, and that's the work of the light worker sometimes. And if you're feeling that call, don't get sucked into old ways of being and doing that are based on old patterns of what you were. I never dreamed in a million years that I would be doing this work. It is our role that we're being called from our soul to bring. If you're watching this video and you're resonating, then I'd love to hear. Not everyone is called for this, but a lot of us are, and now is our time. There's a lot going on right now. And of course, it's all for love. It's all helping us and return to the wholeness that we all already are. It is that, okay, there's something else going on here. Let me just see what this is. It's just clearing some more here, some more energies here. So I'm just basically feeling the energy of Isis, goddess Isis, divine liberation. You know, releasing any energy of subservience. This has been honestly a pattern I've been letting go of. You know, as empaths, we often can put other people before ourselves, others' needs before ourselves, overgive, not get that balance of giving, receiving, holding strong boundaries, and all of that. It's a lesson, you know, growth lesson. Sheyana kotoriana, sheyana kotoriana, sheyana kotoriana, akotor shedegre sheniaha. Yana sheyo, yana sheyo, yana sheyo. Ganno krasheni krana katuka sheniha, niano krasheniha, niano krasheniha. So I'm just finishing here in the heart with what feels like almost blinding, radiant light beaming out. Really, the lighthouse, you know, the light is from our hearts that's beaming out. So the warrior, you know, the light warrior that I'm talking about is all from the heart. It's all from compassion, and compassion can be fierce. It's the mama bear, you know, it's the standing for love, protecting your soul, protecting your light, as in, you know, be the fierce protector of your divine light, of your essence. It takes being bold. So we're closing here. Yana sheo, wakanoshwa. Let's just hold here for a second. I'm just feeling the stature you hold, the embodiment of this energy, which is standing strong and tall. You know, no kind of hunching and none of this. It's no, here. Learning to be in that embodied presence, you know. Stand, you know, in your truth. Upright spine. Okay, let's leave that there. So obviously there's a bit of liberation needed today for some of you. I hope this helped. If you're feeling that calling, whether you're, however you identify, and you're feeling that rise of the feminine within you, I feel like there's a liberation, a breaking out of that more, which is to balance, you know, just to bring more balance. Because our voices are needed now. This energy is needed to bring balance and harmony. But it's not always what we expect, you know, open to what that means for you, divine feminine. Is it all, you know, all soft and lovey all the time? No. Just like is Mars masculine and feminine always aggressive and, you know, let's let go of all those stereotypes and archetypes sometimes, and just think, actually, what does that look like and what does that mean for me as an individual? Anyway, I'm so grateful to be of service to love today and bring through this transmission for you all. I truly hope it helps you. I'd love, as always, to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your comments because I love interacting with you and know that we're all in this together, and we all have our own roles. And if you're here to be more and birth more of that feminine warrior energy and just be more of who you fully came here to be, you know, I'm standing with you, I'm going through this with you, and I honour your process. It's not for the faint of heart. So thank you for shining your light. Thank you for bringing who you are to this world. We all have a unique emanation, a unique facet, a unique tone of the divine, and all of us are needed. All of us are needed. So thank you for being here with me. I pray you have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm sending so much love to you. I love you. I honor you. I honor your journey, and I welcome you to look at my offerings. I have a beautiful weekly free light language transmission with heart coherence, and you're welcome to join that and have a free transmission. And yeah, check out my offerings if that feels resonant to you. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll be back very soon. Take care.